Hi, Miss Jones.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. It's a beautiful day out there. Would you like to get up and walk around?
Yes.
To get the blood flowing?
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm going to go wash my hands, get my gait built, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So I'm here today to do ambulation. Miss Jones has been laying in bed. It's important to get her up and working. For your ambulation skills, you're going to do 10 steps, a total of 10 steps with a resident, and you would need your gait belt to get her up to bed. So again, remember, you have to verbalize washing your hands, especially if this is not your first skill. I'm going to go wash, not physically wash my hands, but verbalize washing my hands, and then go get my supplies. So I'm washing my hands, and I'm putting on my gloves. I'm going to wipe the table because I'm going to put my gait belt on the table here. And I put a barrier for infection control. And they disclose that to me. And then I'm going to get my gait belt. And set it right here. So don't forget to pull your privacy curtain, all your skills. It doesn't matter what skills you always want to give your residents some privacy. That's part of the indirect care. You can get marked down for not doing that. So I will make sure the bed is locked, but since I'm getting Miss Jones out of the bed, I'll have to lower the bed. So now the bed is low enough. So I'm going to ask resident for preferences for her shoe type, because you don't get somebody out walking without wearing non-skid shoes. But also, she has a history of high blood pressure, so it's going to be nice if you can check her vital signs, make sure she's not hypotensive, which means low blood pressure. So, Miss Jones, is it okay? I'm going to check her blood pressure. Check her blood pressure. Blood pressure is within normal limits. Then next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask her for her preference for the shoes she wants to wear. Miss Jones, I see you have a blue pair, pink, yellow, red. What is your preference?
No, the yellow ones, please.
Awesome. So I'm going to get the right shoes. What color did you say you wanted?
Yellow.
Yellow. So make sure you do what the patient wants you to do. What color? And I'm going to put the yellow non-skid shoes on. Also, Miss Jones, in order to get you up walking, I would have to put a gait belt on you. Is that okay?
Yep.
So the gait belt is always put over the clothing. There are certain people you can never use a gait belt on. 1, pregnant women. 2, someone that just had a heart surgery. 3, someone that had a GI surgery. 4, if you cannot stand on your feet, if you cannot bear weight on your legs, like someone that is quadriplegic. 4, that can use 4 of his limbs, you cannot use a gait belt on such a person. So Miss Jones can stand. She just only has a left side weakness, so it's okay to use a gait belt on her. So Miss Jones, I'm going to pull your bed cover out. Is that okay? Okay. So you're going to roll the bed cover to the side of the, to the foot of the bed, and then you're going to hold her by her shoulder. Make sure you're looking at your resident throughout your care. And then I'm going to put my hands underneath her knee, and I'm going to swing her to the side of the bed. And have her sit there. Don't get the resident up once you sit them by the side of the bed. Whenever there's a change in position, let them sit for a couple minutes, and then ask them how they feel before you get them up. Miss Jones, are you dizzy? Okay, so she says she's not dizzy, so I'm going to go ahead. We're putting the gait belt over her, around her waist. So with the gait belt, make sure it's tight enough that you can put your 2 fingers through. And make sure that the lock is in place so that it doesn't snap and open up when you try to get patient up. So right now it's a little loose. I'm going to tighten it up some more and then ask resident how comfortable she is. It's still a little loose, so I'm going to the gate bed is kind of tricky to put on, so be careful. Okay, so this is comfortable because I can put my fingers underneath and get her up. So before you get the resident up, you're going to give her instructions to push on the bed and roll her 3 times and push at the count of when you get to 3. Then you're going to snap. You're going to hold her knee in place with your knee. Rock her 1, 2, 3. And once you get her up, you're going to step back so you're not bumping into each other. So Miss Jones has a left side weakness, so I'm going to have my hands round on the back so that I can hold the gate belt on the back to give her some support. Since she has a left side weakness, I'm going to have her step first her right foot. Give the resident instructions. So Miss Jones, I want you to step your right foot and then step your left. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Can you turn around for me, please? Did you take 5 steps? 4. Okay. So make sure you take 5 steps one way, 5 steps. So we're going to do 6 steps now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Usually they want you to put resident in a chair. So if you put resident in a chair, make sure she's comfortable. You give her her call light, give her some water, ask her if she needs cover, all of that for comfort. But for today, I'm going to put resident back in bed. So turn around, Miss Jones, and sit back. And then don't forget to take off your gate belt. Switch back somewhere and then get back in bed. Ask Miss Jones if she wants her cover bag. Would you like your cover bag?
Yes, please.
Okay. And then how high do you want it?
Right there, please.
Would you want to look out the window or you're comfortable where you are?
I'm good the way I am.
Okay. Do you want me to fluff your pillow?
Oh, thank you.
All right. Where would you like your call light?
Just right there.
So you're going to put her collar where she wants it, and then make sure you raise the bed to comfort level, because I did have to lower it so she can come out of the bed. Don't raise it too high so that she doesn't roll off the bed. And then lastly, remember you have the blue pad. You're going to take the blue pad, put all that in the trash, open back your cotton, replace your gate belt where you got it from. And then finally, always remember to verbalize washing your hands. This is not my first skill, so I'm going to say I'm going to wash my hands. And also remember, if there was a skill, there was something I forgot to do before saying I'm done to my examiner. This is the time to go back and fix whatever I didn't do. But once I say I'm done, I'm done. So I did talk to Miss Jones. She doesn't have any discomfort. She doesn't need anything else. She has her call light. She's comfortable. So at this point in time, before I say I'm done, I'm going to verbalize washing my hands. Wash my hands, dry my hands, and then I am done.